Squeegy, Season 5, Episode 1. The Funeral. Ext. Cemetery. Late afternoon, a long black limo pulls up to the cemetery gates. The sky is overcast. Trees sway slightly in a silent breeze. The car door opens slowly. Out step Squeegy, Daniel, and Declan, all wearing black. Their expressions are heavy, solemn. Squeegy, quietly. This day was never supposed to come. They begin walking together, slow and quiet across the grass. Declan, looking ahead. They're already here, waiting at the gravesite. Arlo, Kallungus, silent as always, and Sugar. Sugar wipes her eyes. The six of them meet. Arlo nods. We were just waiting on you. Daniel Frank wouldn't have liked us being late. Squeegy, he wouldn't have liked being in a box either. They walk in unison now, a tight-knit group approaching a simple wooden coffin laid on the grass beside an open grave. Standing nearby are Pings and Chungus. They stand with their heads bowed, silent. No words yet, only wind and quiet sobs. Squeegy, stepping forward slowly. He saved me, he taught me, and he protected me in my toughest times. Pause. I was nothing but a stray. But Frank, he saw a fighter. He gave me purpose. She chokes up, then steps back. Sugar steps forward. Sugar, Frank, believed in everyone here, even when we didn't believe in ourselves. He kept this family alive. Declan, to the grave. You were the only one I ever trusted with my real name. Arlo, tearfully. You never gave up on me, not once. You gave me another chance when no one else did. Kallungus walks forward and lays a small item, a tiny charred screwdriver, on the coffin. A quiet tribute. He steps back silently. Daniel, we owe everything to you. I owe everything to you. A long silence. The group watches as the coffin is slowly lowered into the ground. Chungus puts an arm around Pings. Pings wipes a tear away. Chungus mutters, he was the best of us. The sound of dirt hitting wood. One by one, they each throw a handful into the grave. As the service ends, Chungus and Pings turn and quietly walk back to their limo. Pings, softly, goodbye, Frank. The limo drives away. The remaining team stands in the graveyard in silence. Trees rustle, clouds roll. Wind moves gently through the grass. Squeegy looks up at the sky. Squeegy, quietly. We finish what he started. They walk off slowly, one by one, until only the wind remains. To be continued. Squeegy, Season 5, Episode 2. Shadows over the past. Ext. Safe house. Night rain taps against the tin roof of a small hidden cabin tucked deep in the forest. Inside, dim lights flicker. Everyone's gathered around a table. Int. Safe house. Main room. Night. Squeegy, Sugar, Declan, Arlo, Daniel, and Kallungus sit around in silence. No one speaks for a moment. A photo of Frank sits in the center of the table. Daniel, looking down. I still can't believe he's gone. Arlo, none of this feels real. Squeegy, it is, and something's coming. Frank always said peace doesn't last. They all look at her. She stands up, pacing slightly. Squeegy, we've been off the radar, hidden. But that funeral? Eyes were watching. Sugar, suspicious. You think someone's tracking us? Declan, quietly. I know someone is. They all turn to Declan. Declan, Frank wasn't just our guardian. He was holding something back. The suits he warned me about. They've changed. Kallungus, silent, sharp nod. Squeegy, slowly. You're saying they're coming? Declan, I'm saying they're already here. Ext. City. Alleyway. Night. A shadowy figure in a long coat moves through the alley. The glow of neon signs reflects off metal. He reaches a steel door, knocks twice. Door guard. OS. What's the passcode? Shadowy figure. Metal never sleeps. The door creaks open. Inside, three massive figures stand around a hologram. Alvior, Race, and Kallungus, all wearing metallic upgrades, their eyes glowing faintly. Kallungus, they're gathering. Frank's death pulled them out of hiding. Race good makes them easier to kill. Alvior tapping the hologram. Let them come. This time, we erase all of them. Alvior slams his metal hand down on the map, revealing blinking red dots at the team's safe house. End. Safe house. Bedroom. Later that night, Squeegy sits on the floor alone, staring at a wall. Her breathing is steady, but her eyes are tired. Sugar. OS. You okay? Squeegy doesn't look up. Squeegy, he used to say I'd leave one day. I never wanted to. Sugar, maybe you were always meant to. Squeegy looks up now, just a flicker of doubt behind her glare. Squeegy. Then I better not mess it up. Excellent. Forest, outside safe house, same time. Up in the trees, metallic drones fly silently, their red lights scanning the ground. One drone locks onto a heat signature. Squeegy inside. Drone. Target acquired. In. Safe house. Main room. Seconds later, an eerie silence. Then, Declan. Did you hear that? A sudden fire. Then a crack as one of the windows shatters inward. A drone crashes through. Kallungus immediately hurls a chair at it. Sparks. The drone flips and explodes. Squeegy, we're compromised. Sugar, how'd they find us? Declan loads the weapon. They've been watching since the funeral. Daniel. Then we hit back now. Squeegy number. We fall back. Regroup. Next time, we don't wait for them. They rush into action. Arlo checks the back window. More red lights in the trees. Arlo, they're swarming us. Squeegy, we move. Now XP, forest, night. The group escapes into the woods. Rain pouring. Footsteps through mud. Behind them, the safe house explodes. Flames lighten up the night sky. The team doesn't look back. Cut to Alvior watching it all from a drone feed. Alvior, run all you want. We'll burn every place you hide. To be continued. Squeegy, Season 5, Episode 3. The Split, XT, Forest, Dusk. The team pushes through the last stretch of a dense, eerie forest. Their clothes are torn and faces streaked with dirt and grief. They emerge into a wide, open field, the horizon glowing faintly red. Squeegy, quiet. We're out. Finally. Declan, stay alert. This doesn't feel right. Suddenly, a thick blue smoke bursts into the field, rolling like a storm. The wind howls, carrying a piercing hum. From the smoke, a blur of lightning-fast movement slices through the air. Race. OS. This is a race. A massive shockwave detonates as Race speed blitzes around them, sending Squeegy, Sugar, Daniel, Arlo, Declan, and Kallungus flying into separate directions. Dirt erupts. Trees crack in the distance. When the dust clears, the group is split into 3 duos. Squeegy and Sugar Daniel and Arlo Declan and Kallungus Race. Standing with a grin, run or die. Squeegy and Sugar Vrez. Kallungus. Kallungus steps from the smoke, clad in a metallic combat suit, his railgun slung over his shoulder. His gaze locks onto Squeegy and Sugar. Squeegy, let's take him. Squeegy grabs Sugar and hurls her at Kallungus. Sugar spins midair, landing claws first on his head, scratching at his helmet's visor. Kallungus, grunting, "Get off me!" Squeegy charges in, leaps, and kicks Kallungus in the face, knocking him back a step. Sugar lands next to her, both panting but ready. Kallungus, roaring, "Enough!" He stomps the ground. The earth splits, forming jagged barriers that separate them from Declan and Arlo. He pulls out his railgun, its core glowing with energy. Kallungus, icy, "I'll burn you both out of existence." He fires. A blinding blue beam tears through the air. Squeegy and Sugar dive aside, barely avoiding it, as the shot scorches a crater into the earth. Sugar, angrily, he's packing serious heat now. Squeegy, then we hit harder. They rush him again as Kallungus reloads. Daniel and Arlo versus Race. Race's speed crackles like thunder. He circles Daniel and Arlo, leaving trails of lightning. Race, you two don't belong on my track. He vanishes, then reappears in front of Arlo, uppercutting him into the sky with a speed so fast the air burns. Sparks and bolts of energy rip through the field as he strikes Arlo midair, punching from every direction before slamming him back down into the dirt. Race, standing over Arlo, foot on his chest. Anything else to say? Before Arlo can answer, Daniel charges, sliding in low to swipe Race's ankle, knocking him off balance. Daniel, getting up. We're not done yet. Race gets up instantly, less than a second, his eyes burning with rage. Race, you're underestimating my true abilities. He vanishes. The next moment, Daniel's body jerks violently as Race blitzes through him at impossible speed. There's a sickening crunch. Squeegy and Sugar POV interrupted. The sounds of a fight cut across the field. Daniel's scream. Back to Daniel and Arlo. Daniel's body explodes into a pool of blood, his arm falling lifelessly onto the ground. Arlo screaming, "No, no, no, no! This cannot be happening!" Race mocking, "Oh, poor little Daniel, now he's just a puddle." Arlo drops to his knees, shaking with fury. Arlo, tears in his eyes. "You'll pay for this." Race only smirks. To be continued. Squeegy, Season 5, Episode 4. Clash of 3. X-Day Field, night. The chaos from Race's attack echoes across the field. We move to Declan and Kallungus, standing face to face with Alvior, his glowing metallic armor flickering with crimson energy. Declan, gritting teeth. "You should have stayed buried." Alvior, smiling coldly. "I was waiting for this." Kallungus grips a jagged pipe like a weapon, silent but ready. Declan charges first, swinging a heavy punch. Alvior sidesteps, catching Declan's fist with one hand and twisting it. "Alvior, you're weak without your tricks." Declan spins, kicking Alvior in the side. Kallungus lunges from behind, swinging the pipe. Clang! It hits Alvior's armor, denting it slightly. Declan to Kallungus, "We need to break that suit." Alvior's visor glows red. He slams his hand into the ground, sending out a shockwave that knocks both Declan and Kallungus back. "Alvior, I'll crush you both where you stand." Back to Squeegy and Sugar Brias. Kallungus. The railgun fires again, a blue streak slicing the air. Squeegy and Sugar roll apart, dirt exploding behind them. "Sugar, we can't let him fire that again." Squeegy sprints forward, jumping onto the jagged rock wall Kallungus raised. She bounces off and drop kicks his chest, cracking the armor slightly. Squeegy, grinning. "Not so tough now." Kallungus, snapping, "Enough!" He slams his hand on the ground. Massive slabs of rock shoot up around him. Kallungus aims the railgun down at them. Kallungus, "This time, I'll leave nothing behind." Arlo vs. Race, aftermath. Arlo kneels in Daniel's blood, fists trembling. Race stands a few feet away, casually dusting off his hands. Race, taunting. Want to join him? Arlo's face twists with rage. He lets out a primal yell and charges, swinging wildly. Race sidesteps effortlessly, tripping him and kicking him down. Race, "You'll never touch me. I'm speed itself." Arlo struggles to his feet, blood running down his face. To be continued. Squeegy, Season 5, Episode 5. Core and Blood, XT, Destroyed Field. Moments after Episode 4. The ground's torn up. Smoke rises. Alvior, bruised but standing, faces Declan and Kallungus. His armor glows red. The core in his chest spins violently. Alvior, grim. You've backed me into a corner. Mistake. He slams both fists into the ground. His core spins up, charging. A hum builds. Dirt lifts from the pressure. Declan, he's lighting it. Kallungus says nothing, just sprints forward. Alvior, yelling over the noise, my mind built cities, my hands built war, and you bring fists? He fires the core laser, blinding wide, annihilating everything in front. Kallungus, jumping in. He tanks the blast with his body, shielding Declan. Declan, now. Declan hurls a smoke charge to the side, not to distract Alvior, but to mark his blind spot. He dives under the beam, flips up, and launches a charged round directly into Alvior's spinning chest core. Ka-thum! The core ruptures mid-beam. A chain reaction explodes across Alvior's body. When the smoke clears, Alvior's lower body is gone. He's half buried in rubble. His glowing core is cracked, flickering. Both arms remain, but his legs are fully gone. He's not dead. Alvior, grunting, eyes sharp. You're warriors, not killers. That's your flaw. Declan and yours is thinking that was mercy. Kallungus limps forward beside Declan. They stare down at the crippled villain. Declan, let's finish this once and for all. They step back. Alvior watches in silence, still alive. Steam hisses off his core. EXT, field, evening. Smoke curls low over the grass. Ash drifts through the air. Arlo stands alone, battered. His eyes are locked on the blood-stained dirt where Daniel died. He doesn't speak, just stares. A sudden gust. The sound of air ripping. Race phases in front of him, silent, calculating. He looks down at Arlo like he's nothing. Race, you look small without him. Guess it's your turn? Race lifts his foot slowly, towering over Arlo, ready to stomp. Race, this won't take long. Just as the stomp comes down, a rift splits open behind Race. Paradox emerges, alive but limping, cloaked in dim blue energy. Paradox, not yet. Race freezes mid-stomp, turns his head. Race, you again? Paradox, I've changed. I don't run anymore. Race launches at him. They clash, a blur of speed and warped space. Paradox gets the upper hand early, dodging Race's strikes, warping behind him with a low kick, then a devastating spatial hook across Race's face. Race stumbles, but catches himself fast, then crack! A crimson flash as Tracer steps out from a horizontal slit in the air. He lands calmly, stares straight at Paradox. Tracer, what are you doing to my son? Paradox whips around too late. Tracer steps down hard, crushing Paradox's foot, pinning him. Tracer, you left this path. Now you crawl back like a rat. Tracer grabs Paradox's head and slams it into his knee. Brutal, bone-splitting. Paradox gasps, bloodied. Tracer, you're not reborn. You're broken. He goes for a final blow, but Paradox vanishes in a flicker of dark blue, retreating into the Shadow Realm. Tracer exhales, looks at Race. Tracer, finish what we started, son. Race steps forward, turns his gaze back to Arlo. He raises his foot again. Race, say something. I dare you. Arlo says nothing. His breathing slows. Just then, shh! A glowing portal opens beside Arlo. Paradox drags himself out, nearly collapsing. With a trembling arm, he raises his hand. Thwump! A portal opens beneath Race, and he drops in mid-stomp, vanishing instantly. Silence. Paradox lies on the ground, blood seeping from his mouth. He looks up at Arlo. Paradox, he's not dead, but he's gone. For now. Arlo finally speaks. Quiet, controlled. Arlo, I'll find him, and I'll end this. To be continued. Squeegy, Season 5, Episode 6. Dead men still breathe. Mountain Ridge. Night. Alvior is staggering, his core exposed and spinning inside a shattered chest plate. Kallungus stands like stone. Declan approaches slowly, blood on his hands. Alvior, low. I wasn't built to lose. Declan, you weren't built to last either. Declan lifts the gun. Alvior, do it, coward. Boom! Deafening explosion rips through the ridge. Red energy bursts from Alvior's Lazarian core, obliterating everything. When the smoke clears, Alvior is gone. Only his chest plate, cracked and still faintly glowing, lies in the dirt. Declan stares at it for a moment, then turns away. EXT, forest clearing. Night, Squeegy, and Sugar are breathing hard, bloodied but unbroken. Across from them, Kallungus stomps forward in a brutal exosuit, thick armor, steaming vents, and pulsing gauntlets. Kallungus, no more tricks, no more friends, just you and me. Squeegy, good. I was getting bored. He charges. His gauntlet slams into the ground. A pulse of energy bursts out, knocking both dogs back. Sugar slices at his leg with a blade, but sparks fly off the armor. Kallungus, you think that'll scratch me? He backhands Sugar, sending her rolling across the dirt. Squeegy fires 2 shots into the center. The first bounces. The second leaves a hairline crack. Kallungus, you're not strong enough to beat me. None of you are. Suddenly, footsteps behind Kallungus. He turns. Arlo, bruised but alive, steps through the trees. Behind him, Kallungus, silent as always. Then Declan, gun still in hand. The 3 of them stand behind Squeegy and Sugar. Kallungus scans them. Kallungus, so this is it? Your broken little family? Squeegy, nah, this is the part where we bury you. They all step forward. Kallungus slams his fists together. His exosuit surges with violent blue energy. Declan, let's finish this. To be continued. Squeegy, Season 5, Episode 7. Vengeance means nothing. EXT Forest, Night. Kallungus stands tall in his exosuit, steam rising from his shoulders. His armor is dented, but his stance is solid. Before him, the full team. Squeegy, Sugar, Declan, Arlo, Kallungus. They surround him. Kallungus, 5 against 1? Cute. Squeegy, this ain't a fair fight. You've got no soul. They attack one by one. Sugar darts forward, slashing with twin blades. Kallungus parries and tosses her aside. Kallungus slams him from the side with a shoulder charge. Kallungus grabs him mid-strike and hurls him into a tree. Declan unloads a clip straight at his core. Most bullets bounce. One embeds. Kallungus flinches, but charges and kicks Declan back. Arlo ducks low, grabs Kallungus's leg, tripping him for a brief moment. Kallungus slams a fist down, forcing Arlo to roll away. Squeegy comes in fast with a flying kick, cracking the side of his helmet. Kallungus stumbles, then roars, firing an energy blast from his chest plate and knocking them all back. Kallungus, I killed your father, took your mother, I made you. Declan, gritting his teeth. Arlo, now! Arlo and Declan lift up Alvior's broken chest piece. It glows faintly, still alive. Declan, you sure this'll work? Arlo, it has to. They slam it into the ground, a high-pitched whine, then a pulse, then boom! A red laser explodes from the core, blasting into Kallungus's chest. His suit fries, systems glitch, armor cracks. He crashes backwards, slams into a tree. Squeegy doesn't wait. She jumps on top of him, fists clenched, eyes dead cold. Kallungus, gasping. You think this brings her back? Squeegy number. But this is for her. She punches him across the face. Kallungus, you miss your mother? Killing me won't save her. Squeegy number. But you'll die screaming anyway. She punches again and again. Blood and sparks fly. Kallungus. Frank died for nothing. Squeegy. He died saving me. You'll die forgotten. Punch. Kallungus. Your dad was a coward. Squeegy. So what's that make you? He at least fought for something. Another punch. A crack forms in Kallungus's helmet. Kallungus. You're just a scared little dog in a big world. Squeegy. I'm the end of your world. One last blow. She punches through his visor. Sparks fly. Blood. Kallungus stops moving. Breathing heavy, Squeegy slowly rises. Her fists are torn. Her eyes are blank. The others gather around her. No one says a word. To be continued. Squeegy. Season 5, Episode 8. After dusk. X. Forest. Night. The wind howls softly through the broken trees. Kallungus lies dead, face shattered, smoke rising from his suit. Squeegy stands above him, blood and oil covering her paws, chest rising and falling slowly. Her face is blank, empty. The others, Sugar, Declan, Arlo, Calamanco, step back, giving her space. No one speaks. Silence stretches. Sugar, quietly pulling out a device. We need to get out of here. She taps her communicator. A few beeps. Sugar, intercoms. Pings. We need a pickup. EXT, roadside. Moments later, a long black limo pulls up beside the tree line. Doors open. Pings and Chungus step out slowly, looking around. Chungus, what happened here? Sugar, flat, handled. Pings scans the scene, sees the blood, the bodies, the smoke in the air. Pings, where's Daniel? Silence. A beat. Declan. Quiet. He didn't make it. Pings lowers his head. No words. Arlo walks past him, face stone cold. Calamanco follows. Squeegy still hasn't moved. Her eyes linger on Kallungus's corpse. Sugar gently takes her by the shoulder. Sugar, come on. They all step into the limo, one by one. The door shuts behind them. Int. Limo. Moving. Night. The team sits in silence. The cabin is dark. Engine hums. Squeegy stares out the window, blood drying on her fur. No music, no talk, just the sound of the road. AXT, road, wide shot, night. The limo drives on, fading into the distance under a cold sky. Fade to black, to be continued.